Hello. Hi. Hello, guys. What are you guys doing out there on this lovely Tuesday afternoon? I got the date right now. Okay. Let's see. It's a little dark over here. Let me get some lighting. How are you guys doing? So, Elaine Proby here, CEO PROBY'S Tax and Accountant. Today, we're going to talk about money. Money. I always talk about money, some free money. So I love when we have this topic, speaking of grants, speaking of money, speaking of stuff that the businesses can use, especially those affected by COVID. So today, I love this topic because we're going to talk about how and what the state of California have just been approved small businesses some additional grant money. And this is, we're always interested in this because once we make sure that we can keep our business, the doors open to our businesses. For those businesses that have been strongly affected by COVID, the idea is to make sure that those businesses stay open. And, so as long as there's money that you don't have to pay back. Now, you don't want to be burdened with loans, right? So we want to look for all the grants. We want to look for the grants. We want to look for the free money, stuff that we don't have to pay back. So today we're going to talk about the California Small Business Grant Update, the COVID-19 grant for state of California small businesses that have been affected by COVID, right? So again, Elaine Proby, CEO PROBY'S Tax and Accountant. You guys, I want to welcome you guys on here and make some notes because this is going to be really interesting, guys. So make sure that you hit like and share on this video and get some of your friends on board. And if you have a business that you operated in the state of California before COVID, there's a lot of relief for you guys. There's money that's available out there. I know a lot of folks have been applying for these grants all year long, but it's not the end. There's additional funds that has been approved by Gavin Newsom, the state of California, for the small business COVID relief grant. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys today 3 different things about it. How much is being awarded. We want to talk about what businesses can get the grant, who's qualified. And then I'll let you guys know how to apply for this stuff because, once you get your information in, you'll find out that you don't have to do too much else. So I want to make sure that you guys are on board with this. Okay, so let's talk about the grant amount. Now, what happened is the state of California had this COVID relief for the small business, and some of you guys may have already applied for this. There have been several rounds of these grants that have been already been given out. So there's like round 1, 2, 3, up to round 6. So there's been 6 rounds of these grants that have been given out so far since last year for the business that was deeply affected by COVID. And so there has been a lot over 198,000 businesses that have gotten money on these grants from the state of California, guys. And so they have exhausted a lot of the funds that was there that was available for this grant. So a lot of the funds have been exhausted. The last grant, round 6, ended on May 4th. So on May 4th, they closed out these grants. And what happened is the governor of the state of California said that, look, there's businesses that still have been hurting. There's businesses who still haven't been able to keep their doors open. And we do not want these businesses to close. So we want to make sure there's some more money available. So on the 5th, what happened is he approved another $4 billion worth of money for these grants. Now, any of you guys out there who have applied for these grants, I'm sure that, some of you may not have gotten up the ladder from the first round to the second round to the third round. You may not have heard anything about it. However, you don't want to give up now. You want to make sure that at least you get the information in and you stay in line so that you can get some of this funding, right? So, again, there has been $4 billion that Governor Newsom have approved of additional funds towards this grant that have been exhausted through 6 rounds of this money being given out. And again, a lot of businesses have gotten this money, 198,000 businesses within, several counties, different counties in the state of California have gotten this money. So businesses have been affected by COVID and some of them have gotten this money, right? So the grant amount that is given out is anywhere between $5,000 to $25,000, guys, and it depends on how much money you make. So based on your gross revenue, anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000, none of this money you have to pay it back. Let's say your business made anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. It'd be eligible for $5,000. Anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million, you get $15,000, and $1 million to $2.5 million, you can get $25,000. Now, What it is if you make more than $2.5 million, this grant is not for you. They want to make sure the small business folks get it. So again, even if your business made $1,000, you made 5,000, 10,000, you're eligible for this. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, guys, but everybody knows every little bit help. It can buy supplies, it can buy inventory, it can pay employees, right? So we need to add this all up. And then there's other types of funding and different grants out there. So what you do is you add all this money up so you can keep your doors open. Okay, so that's what this is for. So again, the first point today is the grant amount that's been awarded because of the new monies that has been approved for the small COVID relief grant in the state of California. Okay, so let me tell you, number 2 point is what business is getting this grant. Who's eligible for this grant? First of all, there's a gross income, which is what I said. If you made more than $2.5 million, you're not eligible for this grant. They want to give it to the small business folks. They want to give it to the people, the minority businesses, mainly. They want to make sure that those businesses stay afloat, because small business is really the backbone of the economy overall, completely. And so state of California honored that, and they want to make sure you stay in business. So you cannot gross over $2.5 million. You're not eligible for this grant. All right. And then they want to give it to the businesses that in the sector, in an area of business that was directly affected. Now, you guys remember there's a lot of business closures that took place last year, right? A lot of businesses were forced to close. A lot of personalized businesses was forced to close. Half of us couldn't go to a hairdresser or a nail shops. A lot of those businesses was forced to close. A lot of the restaurants, of course, was forced to close. So a lot of business that was directly affected or was forced to close during the pandemic, those businesses will get high priority on this list of grant because they need the money the most. And so because of what happened last year, the governor realizes that it was deeply affected. So they made more money available for this, right? Now, also, too, it's not just for-profit business, guys. If you have a nonprofit as well, if you have a nonprofit business, you're also eligible for these grants. I know every time we talk about business, everyone is thinking about, a corporation. But if you don't have to be a corporation. You can have a sole proprietor business as well. You can have a nonprofit business, guys. These are businesses that are eligible for this grant. So it doesn't matter what type of business you're operating. If you were affected by COVID, you want to make sure that you get in line to get some of this grant money. All right. And again, we'll talk about the third point is going to be how you can apply to get this money. All right. I learned. Thanks for jumping on here. Hi, Thomas Zero. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So today we're talking about how to get some of this money, this COVID-19 relief grant that the state of California just approved additional funds for. All right. So the third point today, guys, is how to apply. We always want to know how to apply and how to get this money. It's great to know that it's out there, but if you don't know how to get it, right, it doesn't help. So we want to talk about how to apply. All right. I want you guys to listen to this very carefully, right? This point right here, I want you guys to listen to very, very, very carefully. There's only one company that is mainly been approved to give this grant money out, right? This company has been the intermediary to really give this grant money out. So what you want to do is make sure you apply directly to their website. And that company is Lendistry. Lendistry is a company that has been approved to be the intermediary. And you guys make sure you go to that website. Now, I have just read on their website, if you go anywhere else to apply for this COVID-19 relief grant, the state of California, be careful. Make sure that you're not on some website that is not approved. So just be careful. Lendistry is who has been approved as the intermediary. Okay, now when you go to the Lendistry website right now, they're not accepting the application just yet because this money have just been approved. They're just waiting to get everything in place. So if you go there and they're not accepting the application, just keep going back to the website. They will have it available for you to start applying. Okay, so you go to the Lendistry website to apply. And as soon as the money is made available, because this just came back into law, the sixth round was closed again earlier in May. So you want to make sure that you wait and just be ready to apply. So there's a question over here. Can you spell out the website address for Lendistry? It's lendistry.com. It's Lendistry. Lendistry. Okay, it's lendistry.com, Lendistry. That's the name of the company, lendistry.com. Go to that website, and this is where you're going to apply for it. And again, like it says, when you go there now, They're not accepting the application just yet, but they will open up as soon as the governor finished doing all the paperwork, I guess, for this new money. All right. So thanks for asking that question so that people can really know exactly where to go, and they want to make sure that you don't go anywhere else and you don't want to be taken and going to some website that is not legitimate. Okay. So how to apply? Go to Lendistry website again, Lendistry. Go to their website and then wait for the site to open up, right? And I'll let you know what you're going to need to apply. There you go, lendistry.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is it. Make a note of that, guys, because you got to go there. Hi, Klaus for Pop. Thanks for jumping on. Karen Jones, hi. Good to see you on here. Okay. So, all right. So that's the website, guys. And then let me tell you what you're going to need. What you're going to need specifically. To apply, you have to have the application certification. There's an application form that you need to fill out and get that signed. That's the application certification. That's the first thing you're going to need. And business financials. What they need for that is your tax return. They're going to want the most recent tax return. All right, your most recent tax return they're going to need, along with the application certification. They're also going to need, if you're a corporation, guys, they're going to need your statement of incorporation from the Secretary of State. If you're an organization or a nonprofit, they're just going to need those organization articles. Of course, if you're a sole proprietor, your business license to show that you're in business, you're legitimately operating a business, as long as you can show that you are a business, guys, that's the information they're going to need. Hi, Karen. Yes, happy to be here. All right. Thank you. I'm happy to have you here. I'm very happy to have you here too. That's good. All right. So guys, so again, you're going to need your corporate papers if you're incorporated. If you're an organization, nonprofit, your organization paperwork from the Secretary of State office. And if you're a sole proprietor, guys, remember again, you don't have to be incorporated. Make sure that you have your business license, something to show that you are legitimately operating a business. This is what they want, right? And then on top of that, that's a government issue ID, right? An ID, a driver's license, a passport, something valid to identify yourself, identify the owners of the business. Anyone in the business that's owned more than 20% of your business, they need information on that individual so that they have the business info, they have your legitimate paperwork, and they'll have your tax return. Most recent out of 2019. If you haven't filed 2020, if you're an extension, you could give them 2019. That works. And then if not, you can give them 2020. And this is for them to actually verify your income, right? Because they give you the money according to how much money you make. And this is how they determine how much of this grant you're going to get. All right. So those are the three things you're going to need. One main thing they want to let you know, people who have multiple business. Okay. If you have multiple business, you want to apply with the business that make the highest revenue so you can get the highest grant. They're not going to give each one of your business a grant, but you want to apply with the business with the highest revenue, use that business and make the application so that you can get the highest grant. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Laverne? Thanks for jumping on. Thanks, Lorna. Thanks for jumping on here, guys. So yeah, they will give you the money for the business that makes the highest revenue. So that's the one you want to apply for. They're not going to give it to you for all the businesses. And then the other thing is, this is very important, and I like this. Once you have one application in, for those of you who have applied for this grant, even from round 1 or 2 or 3, all the way up to round 6, if you already have an application in, and I know I've said this many times, you don't have to apply again. What they will do is they'll take your application, they'll move right on up the ladder to the next round so that you don't have to do anything. Your application will already be moved to the next round. Okay, so this information, guys, anyone who do not have an application in anywhere and on the Lendistry website for the California COVID Business Relief Grant, make sure that you get one in right now so you can get in line to get some of this money. Again, there is more money is approved for the COVID-19 relief business relief grant, right? So that's my 3 points today, guys. Very important. We love when it's about monies that we don't have to pay back. You know, some people call it free money, but you know, I mean, I don't like using the word free money because this is money that you don't have to pay back. However, it is going to help the business to stay open and keep people employed. And they want to make sure that, you know, that's all small businesses, which is the backbone of the economy, stay open. So let me recap my 3 points today. Guys, once again, we're talking about the update on the California COVID-19 relief grant for small businesses. And the 3 points today, the amount of the grants that's being awarded, again, from $5,000 to $25,000 based on your revenue. You can't get any money if you made over $2.5 million, but anywhere from $1,000 up to $2.5 million, you're eligible to apply. So that's the amount, $5,000 to $25,000 based on your revenue. If you made $1,000 to $100,000, they give you $5,000. If you make $100,000 to $1 million, you get $15,000, and $1 million to 2.5, you will get the $25,000 grant money that you don't have to pay back. That's the first point. The second point is what businesses are eligible, guys. Any business that has been operating before COVID, you have to have been affected by COVID. The whole thing is about you have to have been affected by COVID. Any business that was directly affected by COVID, and some businesses was closed. We know that. We know some businesses was open, they were closed again, and they were open again, they were closed again. Some business, still haven't opened yet. So those businesses directly affected by COVID is eligible for the grant. It could be a nonprofit, for-profit, a sole proprietor, guys. You don't have to just be a corporation to get this. So any business that you're in, that you've been operating before COVID, that's been affected, is eligible as long as your revenue is not over $2.5 million, right? And the third point today is how to apply. Again, I want to emphasize, okay, there's a lot of folks out there that is doing grants and doing loans for you and sending in application. Lendistry, they want to make sure that you are very aware that you only go to lendistry.com website to do this grant. They have been the approved intermediary for this money. Go to their website and apply. Don't go anywhere else. And again, don't start sending your application all over the place, because that will delay the process. And some of these sites you cannot, they're not approved. Make sure you just go to lendistry.com and make sure that you do have documents that you need. I'll go over that one more time. There's an application form that you will have to have signed and filled out. You got to have your business taxes, the most recent 19 or 2020. And if you're incorporated, your articles of incorporation. If you're a nonprofit, your articles of organization, guys. If you're a sole prop, make sure you have your business license to show that you've been in the business. And of course, an ID to identify yourself, right? Driver's license or a valid passport will work for that, right? So those are the points. Again, make sure you get it in what the website says to Lendistry. They will not charge you a fee to apply for this grant, so you just go on the website and do it. So if you go someplace else and someone is charging you a fee on their website to apply for this grant, you want to check that out, make sure that it is legit, and you want to make sure that you're not taking for any of this money, okay? We want to make sure that you guys get this money and being able to keep your business afloat. So that's my point today, guys. California COVID relief grant. The doors will open for the new application any day now, as soon as the paperwork gets all approved and the grant is approved. As soon as all the paperwork is being processed, when you go to the website, the doors are going to be open up for you to start submitting your application. So be ready with all your information so you can get your submission in immediately. All right. So that's it today, guys. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, bringing you guys some great information about your business. Anything specific you want to hear, I want you guys to make note of it on the screen. We'll go back and check those out, respond to those if you have any questions regarding your business. And again, I want to let you guys know, for those people who are getting ready to start your business or in business, need some direction next month, guys. We're going to have a 5-day challenge course, how to start your business, how to get it going, how to stay in compliance, all the things you need to do to get that business that you had in mind all this time to get this business going, up and running, so that you can be, and we'll teach you how to get that going and also how to run and operate it so you can be successful, right? And so that would be one of your dreams that you would always, you want to be able to fulfill. So we'll assist you in doing that. So I want you guys to tune back in here Thursday afternoon. Hi, Klaus for Pop. Hey, how you doing? Earth Magic, thanks for joining in. All right, so on Thursday, we'll be back with some more information, guys. Let's see, Thursday on May the 20th, what to do if you owe taxes. Oh, wow. All right, guys, tax deadline was yesterday. For those of you who didn't get your taxes in, may have filed an extension. And if you did file and you owe some taxes, we're going to talk about what to do if you owe taxes. You guys are going to want to hear this. And if you don't, there's some friends that probably can use it. I'm excited about that 5-day challenge. Woo-hoo. All right. So we got someone over here that's excited about the 5-day challenge. That's great. I actually have some people that calls me during this whole tax season that is excited about opening up their business. And again, they are excited about the 5-day challenge as well. I told them about it, so they're ready to go. Karen, can I apply? Okay, so Karen wants to know if she can apply for the Grand Karen. I'm actually going to look into that and see how we can make that happen, guys. And I want to thank you. Karen have just started her business last month from checking out the live here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. We have assisted someone else getting their business started, and I'm very excited about that. And I want to thank you, Karen, for tuning in and for getting some of this great information and got her business started. I want to congratulate you for doing that. That's amazing. So I will look into how you can apply for some of this money as well to get your business, continue to get your business to grow. So I'm really excited about that, guys. And so Thursday we'll talk about what to do if you owe some taxes, because the thing again about building wealth, you can't spend all the money you work for to pay into taxes and or into tax penalties. So we're going to make sure that you guys understand that process so we can make better use of our funds, right? The business advisor. Thanks for jumping on. Hello. All right. So with that said, guys, I think I'm up out of here. Again, hit like and share on this video. Make sure everyone get this information, and I'll come back through here and get any more questions you have, and anything you want to hear about, you can also send that information to us and we'll be happy to discuss it with you. So you guys give us a call at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, 323-290-9034. If you have any questions regarding this matter, we'll be sending out emails on the new 5-day challenge, and or you can visit our website at probyststax.com. All right. So with that said, guys, I'm up out of here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I want you guys to take care of each other and take care of yourself. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.